What is up, guys? Welcome back to another daily cryptocurrency video. In this video, we're going to be talking about XRP. We're going to be talking about Solana. We're going to be talking about Litecoin, and we're going to be talking about Bitcoin. So if you guys do like these videos, of course, don't forget to smash the subscribe button, leave a like, turn those notification bells on so you guys never miss a video. Having a look right here, if you guys remember my video about a few weeks ago, I started 2 weeks ago the $10,000 to $1 million challenge right here, as you guys can see, and we're doing pretty well. If we have a look right here at my account, we're currently sitting at 257K, okay, which is currently 2.43 Bitcoin. Right now, we are currently down on my Litecoin trade. So if you guys are in my Discord, we did make some money. We did lose some money, of course, but you guys know that I'm fully transparent with you guys. If we have a look right here at the general chat, everything is in the link in the description below. And if you guys do want to have access of these trades for free, and you want to support me, I would really appreciate it if you guys use BYDFI, but everything is pretty much free, and that's about it. So you guys can see right here, earlier today, we did close a position, $91,000 in loss. Okay, that was a complete loss. I said I'm going to take the L here and come back even stronger. And then I said right here, I closed my soul trade and flip long on ETH. If ETH breaks out here, it could really fly. Okay, now obviously I was pretty bullish on that. Obviously, the more money you're going to have, the more leverage, the more money you could make. And I made 67% on that trade right here. Of course, my leverage was pretty high. It was about 45x. So obviously do not do that. That's really, really dangerous. And of course, we closed at 101K. So if we have a look right here at some of my position history, you guys can see that our previous trade was minus 94 and of course plus 96K. Now, obviously, guys, I won't be doing this anymore, playing with a lot of leverage and of course a lot of margin. Okay, so you guys can see right here, my position margin is currently 87,000 out of or on 10x leverage. So I'm not doing like everything with 45x. That's a little bit too risky. I don't want to do that. I know I was doing it for the videos and I was doing it for the fun, but I need to be smarter and not essentially go crazy. So having a look right here, guys, at XRP, I do want to talk about XRP because XRP could flags, or whatever you want to call it, diagonal channel. You guys can see that every time we break out, we usually have a good pump. Okay, so the first pump right here was approximately 41%. The second pump right here when we broke out was 30%. So can we expect anywhere between 10 to 30% pump right here on XRP? Now, the good thing about this is that if you are playing on leverage, right? Now, the good thing about this is that if you are playing on leverage, let's say a 10x leverage, and you're making a 30% gain, that's 300% gain. Okay, so we're going to be doing this live on this video just to explain to you guys, and I will be dropping it into the Discord. And actually, let me drop it into the Discord, so just so you guys see how I do everything. Longing XRP here, longing XRP here, breakout incoming, and we're gonna go ahead and pretty much long. So you guys can see I'm typing in on the group before essentially dropping it. So I believe that this trade is going to be good. Of course, this is the, the bigger time frame. We're going to go ahead and do 17x, and let's put and do a long. Okay, so this is the long right here. We have a position open on XRP. You guys can see this is the position margin, 17,000. I think we could make some pretty good profits from that. Remember, guys, this is a 3-day time frame, so every candle that you see over here is essentially 3 days. So this could definitely take a few days before reaching our target. Having a look at Solana, guys. Unfortunately, I did close my Solana trade in deep in red. I could have made another $30,000 or $40,000, or I could have saved $30,000-$40,000 loss. But of course, that was not it. You guys can see right here, this is a head and shoulder. Now, historically, a head and shoulder, we usually essentially come back down and retest this level or go back to the top of the bottom, which is supposed to be $111. Okay, now every time we have a break to the downside, we come back up and retest before essentially going back down. Now, that's not 100%. That's not always accurate. Okay, we know that there's some bullish news out there. Everything happening in the Middle East is very good. Obviously, the war with Iran is done. America, Iran, everything is okay. Iran accepted the ceasefire. Everything is fine. But the big question is, will Solana break above here? Now, obviously, with the good news and the whole momentum and everything, this is why I essentially closed a trade. I don't think we're going to see Solana coming back down to 110. Hence why I closed my trade. If we do go back to 110, I mean, you can't really do anything, guys. I mean, I don't really know everything. I don't have a crystal ball. If I did, I would be a multi-billionaire right now. Having a look at XRP, I mean, having a look right here at LTC Litecoin. Litecoin is currently in a bull flag right here. Now, we like these flags. We like to play these flags. We're not going to do anything technical. We're not going to put the RSI or moving average or anything like that. But you guys can see that Litecoin is getting ready for a massive move. Now, I did take the long, unfortunately, right here at 84.92. So if you guys can see my entry right here on LTC, it is currently sitting at 84.58. Sorry, not 84.92. So if we have a look right here at LTC, we had a nice little fake out, came back down, and now we're attempting to break it out again. I believe that we could see a nice little pump for LTC. It's not going to be the biggest one, but we're looking for a pretty good gain, maybe 3-4%. You guys can see we are on 10x leverage and we're playing with high margin, so we're not looking for the ultimate crazy pump. You guys can see I'm currently down $3,500, obviously. So that's that on Litecoin. And having a look at the king, guys, I mean, Bitcoin is the king on the weekly time frame. Bitcoin coming back up and retesting $105,000 on the daily time frame. Beautiful pump right here. It looks like this is not going to be, I mean, this could definitely still be another lower high pattern, which would be bearish. If we essentially break this high right here, that would be extremely bullish for Bitcoin. But you guys can see right here, this is definitely a higher low or lower high. If we got a reversal, this would be a lower high confirmation, and we would see essentially a reversal to the downside. Now, let's remove that and let's draw some lines right here. You guys can see that this is the trend. The trend is your friend until it bends. We know that. And of course, right here, can Bitcoin come back up to $109,000 before essentially coming back down? So this is the same exact channel, or the same exact, parallel, massive flag that we saw right here. Now, it's not as big as this one, but it was pretty freaking big. Okay, now this was a pretty darn big flag. What happened? We had a massive continuation to the upside, all the way from $53,000 to $108,000. Can we see potentially the same thing happening for Bitcoin? Only time will tell. We're gonna have to see with more updates throughout the week, throughout the days, and throughout the hours. But as of right now, I'm long on XRP. I'm long on LTC. If you guys do like these videos, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. If you guys do want to take part of the challenge, of course, make sure you guys click on the link in the description below. BYDFI. Not only can you essentially trade, not only can you essentially get a $1,000 bonus if you deposit $5,000, but you could also win a Rolex, AirPod, MacBook Pro, iPad, etc. Peace out, fam.